Julie Kessel, Emma Fisher, Tasha Wilson, and Mariah Young.
And reserve champion hog banner is from Rugby Medical Aesthetics and Wellness. Exhibitors, as I call your name, please raise your show stick. Allison Cade, Corey Cole, Jaden Wilson, Levi McKenzie, Ryan Smith, and Miley Young. Judges, is your class.
placing our hogs from white, red, blue, and purple ribbons. Our purple will be our top picks for the end of the show.
I need the cordless one, Carly. I need the cordless. You need to get the other one up there because the judge will talk with this one.
Exhibitors, as I call your name, please raise up your show stick. Brooklyn Smith, Levi Blaine, Summer Nance, Malachi Cade, Skylar Birchfield, Scarlett, thank you, and Aubrey Payne.
Well, good evening, everyone. We appreciate, John and I both appreciate you having us out. We're going to talk that last class. We were a little late getting back over here to the microphone before we caught them. But we had 2, 2, and 2 in that class as far as blue, red, and white ribbons. 2 on top. Nice build, nice design. Had some muscle expression and some shape. John and I are both went out here. One of the biggest background, kind of the sum of the totals. Who offers the most good pieces and ties it all together the best. It's not necessarily who has the biggest loin and the biggest hand competition for either one of us. There's a lot of little factors that go into that. And we felt like those 2 blue ones we called out first. They were definitely on the top end of that. Red ribbons, again, still had some nice build and design. For me, a couple of those look a little more maternal in their muscle shape, a little flatter. We just need to get them a little rounder, a little bolder, and a little more expressive in their shape to get them up in that blue ribbon category. Last but not least, the white ribbons. Still a nice project for those young people. Just simply we need to tweak some more things in terms of bone and foot size, in terms of build, in terms of structure, and muscle expression. We're going to go through, look at this class, and then we'll jump back on the microphone and we'll talk our way through this one as well.
Thank you to the Grand Champion Hog Banner sponsors, the Steen Family Farms, and Reserve Champion Hog Banner is sponsored by Remedy Medical, Aesthetics, and Wellness.
Tell us, girls. This mic.
Well, another really competitive class here. We really like this group of pigs, starting to get up into some upper weight classes and starting to see some greater competition and some more heat. That being said, we're going to go ahead and grant a purple ribbon to this young lady right here in front of us, the 218 guest. And that one for us, that one for both of us is just has a little bit of an advantage in terms of build, in terms of design. It's a little square out through his hip joint junction throughout the entirety of the skeleton. I wish that one maybe had just a shot more in his lower ham. I wish maybe he tracked away from this little square. He wants the bone flex, and it's hopped a little more than I like, but I just think in terms of overall build, design, muscle characteristics, I think that one elevates to the top fairly quickly for us. Next, we're going to dive into our blue ribbons. We're going to go with the young lady out here to my right. She's going to be a blue ribbon hog. That one again, sound enough and getting out on the move. Good in terms of how extended he is from his blades forward. Just would like to change him, would like to stout him up ever so slightly in terms of putting his bone structure. But outside of that, a nice quality project. After that, we're going to go with the young lady in the gilt and the black shirt there, the belted gilt there. One, again, a nice build, nice design, just maybe it wants to appear a little more maternal in terms of his counterparts, in terms of her counterparts out here. Just one that we need to make a little more expressive throughout the entirety of her skeleton to elevate her in this class. Outside of that, we'll go with the young man here with the black gilt. That's going to be a red ribbon hog. One that is soft and good in the build and design. Just again, we need to make that one expressive down the back to her hands. We need to level her out from there in the hook one junction to elevate her in this class. Those last two, the white hogs, those are certainly good in their own right. We're starting to see a little more fat cover than what I consider ideal, and in turn that's making them look a little softer, not as expressive as we'd like. We need to stout them up throughout some of their features, make them look a little less maternal, get them any higher. But still, great build and design, a nice project for the young people. Let's congratulate all these exhibitors.
Exhibitors, as I call your name, please raise your joystick. Connor Blessings, Kennedy Fisher, Jeremiah Hardy, Ryan Long, Luke Raines, Lexi Ray,
This needs to be announced too, just every so often. Read it through so you know what you're looking for. It's in memory of Cece. Can you read all that? Okay. Just a minute. Okay.
You just told me to read it.
I know, but you're looking around like this. Okay. I don't know. Mom's here, so they have to be here somewhere.
Go ahead and put our hands together here for our hog exhibitors doing a fine job. John and I found a little more level of difficulty in this class, and we had to dive in quite a bit more than what we've had yet. Really turn up the heat. We're going to go ahead and start off and talk about a couple of purple ribbons. We're going to go ahead and bring back. We're going to start with the young lady here to my left in the FFA jacket. There was a blue hog. We like that one quite a bit. That one's got quite the ring presence. That gilt's got quite the ring presence to her, just in terms of the way she handles her chine, the way she is from her blades forward, how extended she is. And you're behind her, she doesn't disappoint. She's nice and square about her build and design. In terms of throughout the entirety of her skeleton, she possesses quite a lot of muscling in terms of how much punch and how much shape she does have. I didn't squeak that one. I would just like to make her a little leveler. There is your hamline junction out the backside of her hip or tail hip or tail set, however you want to refer to that as. That's just maybe the way I want to change that particular gilt. Next, purple ribbon, we're going to go right over here. The young man here in the plaid shirt driving that fine looking barrow. That one is one that's maybe, go ahead, give him a hand. That one's maybe not one that grabs you just right off. He's a little more of a complete type of barrow. Sure, he's not the biggest loin, he's not the biggest hand, he's not the most pulled apart one out here in this class. But I think if you start to dive into that one, you study his build, you study his design. That one's nice and square in his build. He's sound. The young man does an excellent job driving him. Gives us all the correct angles. He's pulled apart in his blades. I just wish maybe to elevate that one in terms of his height and his kind. We gave that one a little more extension from the blades forward. We cleaned up his jowl, just elevate that one into a different category, different bracket. From there, we're going to dive into some blues. We're going to start with the young man here with the black gilt. He's going to be a blue ribbon. That one's one that when I first saw her, she hit me real hard. nice and compact. Shoulders fine, good. When you got her in behind her, just maybe one that wants to be a little more elevated, a little straighter there in the action of her blade. One that maybe wants to bow a little bit and get around behind her. But certainly still, in terms of build and substance, I think that one's got a lot to it. From there, we're going to dive into some reds. We're going to start with the young man's spotted up hog here, bear here. That one's one, again, get around behind that one. Got a lot of hand, a lot of shape, a lot of mass to that one. Just maybe a little more refined in his bone work. Maybe that, I wish we could make that one a little free, easier moving, a little more athletic to get that one any higher here. After that, another red ribbon young man here in the red shirt. That's another marked hog that's getting a little more elevated, taller fronted, and I think all those things are good. Just wants to read a little plain in terms of muscle shape. Doesn't have that nice groove down his back. Doesn't have that dimple there in his hand. And I would say a lot of that's to do with finish. We just need to continue to work, and maybe that one would have looked a lot better, 21 days ago as he's continued to put on the back and kind of get a little plainer in his makeup, but still a nice quality project in his own right. And from there, we're going to get in a couple white ribbons, and that's not taking anything away from them. Just how the chips fall today. Young man right here in front of me is one that hog that's just, we need to make her a little stouter everywhere. Pull her apart in the skeleton, make her bigger and more rugged in her bone work. It's got some shape and some muscle, and need to soften that one up in the middle too, as well to get her any higher, but still a nice project for the young man. Likewise, the young lady, we just need to give that particular hard hog a little more expression. Pull out the part skeleton, make it better in her hand, make him better in his hand and junction. Give him a little more expression. Let's go ahead and congratulate all those exhibitors once again.
Entering the ring, we have Class 4 with hogs weighing from 250 to 260. Exhibitors, raise your whip when I call your name. Brandon Flora, Trey Gilkey, Benjamin Redmond, Hayden Taylor, Chase Birchfield, Isaiah Fanning, Bryson Gillespie, Henley Taylor, Ezekiel Martindale. Judge, this is your class. physical, aesthetics, and wellness.
Good to put your hands together for a fine class of hog exhibitors. They're all doing a great job out here. This is a really, really challenging class for a couple of different reasons. You see some extra added muscle and dimension and shape that maybe comes with a structure problem or two. And then you see some really, really nice put together hogs that are great in the build and design, but we just wish they had a little more substance to them to get them elevated. And it really drives the question is where do you draw your line in the sand if they're sound enough to go get on the truck, but still at the same time we're not promoting bad designs and structure problems within the industry. So it's some discussions we're having pretty heavily here with John and I about which direction we're heading. But very challenging, but a very fun class to sort. I'm going to start with the purple ribbon young man over there in the corner in the red shirt. We're going to bring that one back and check this out. Look at that one. That one, again, ton of shape, ton of muscle, good extended from her blades forward. Awesome there in the center part of her body and dimension. Nothing too expressive in terms of foot and bone work. Maybe that one, if I was a tweaker, I would certainly like to see her track a little square off the rear too. I'd like to see her flex and straighten that hawk out a little better than she does. She wants to maybe get a little rigid and plant and push that hawk a little more than what I'd consider ideal. But I think all those things aside, that one's got a look, a presence, some shape and dimension. From there, and you can, I would bet a lot of money that there's two in here that are litter mates, and we're going to give both of them a blue ribbon. We'll go ahead and start with the young man's black gilt there, the soft black gilt. That one's one, to me, just reads like good livestock. She hinges and is correct in all of her angles. She plants and pushes and goes the way she's supposed to. She's nice and square and level throughout every angle of her body. Just one that I wish we could make her a little stouter. Wish we could grab her on each side of her skeleton, give her some added width, give her some shape, and make her a little bit bigger footed and bone, because that is one that's just flat put together well. The same thing could be said. We're going to continue on to blue ribbon, use a young lady here in the blue shirt. That one, again, same type of deal. Awesome built, awesome design, gets out, and I really loves the way that one hinges and flexes. Just wish that we could give that one a little more substance to get that one on farther in the discussion. From there, we're actually going to go ahead and continue with the blue ribbon. A young man here in the red shirt in front of me. Really nice type of built. That one's bold and square and direct. Just maybe wants to paddle out of the hop, wants to push out on that outside claw. You need to crack that up to get her up there and higher, but still right kind of market hog. And the young man should be very proud of that product. From there, we'll dive into some of our red ribbons. We use the broken velvet barrett here. The young man's trying to use his knees to push out of the corner. That one again, point good in his build and square, pointy correct in his skeleton. Just need to continue to add some shape, some muscle and dimension to get that one any higher. And the same thing can be said for the one that was shot into the panel and into the other ring. Again, nice, good, and build and nice and square and correct. We continue to add some muscle and shape to get that one higher. least, our white ribbons here, that's not taking anything away from them. The young man spotted hip guilt is one that's just a little plainer about her makeup, and that's okay. Maybe a more production-oriented type of market hog. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a nice, basic, plain type of project. The young man's doing a nice job with it. And last but not least, the young man here out front of us, we heard he had some misfortune there earlier in the week. Unfortunately, that's sometimes the way the cookie crumbles. Nice build, nice design of that market hog, but unfortunately, this one, she is injured and having a time here, but she is, for that reason, we're not able to ever get out and see a good look at her, but I think the young man's done an excellent job at this point. Sorry for your misfortune, but good luck next year. Let's give all these exhibitors another round of applause.
Entering the ring is Class 5 with the weight of 265. Exhibitors, raise your stick when I call your name. Austin Gray, Dylan Kiefer, Mackenzie Robinson, Bailey Smith, Kylie Smith, Gracie Wallace, and Josiah Zelmer. Judge, this is your class.
put our hands together here for our Market Hall exhibitors this class. Again, they bring the heat. We have some phenomenal showmen. I know we're not judging showmanship out here, but they certainly do a nice job of getting them out, getting them presented, getting them shown in the grove the correct way. So certainly commend them all for that. We'll go ahead and get started here. We're actually going to have two purples in this class. The young lady straight in front of me here, the white belted Vera here. That thing is an absolute truck coming at you and going away from you. I mean, you talk about a ton of mass, a ton of shape, and a tremendous amount of skeletal width. I mean, that is without a doubt, the widest market hog we've seen today. Now, we talk about build, design, and structure a lot, because I'm pretty partial to that myself. And does that one put everything together quite as complete as some others? No, he doesn't. I think that one's good enough running. I wish I could change the way he went at the ground. I don't like the movement and the action of his hop. I think he's a nickel too straight for me, and it causes him to want to paddle and get outside of himself there on his back end. Wish I could clean up his jowl ever so slightly, but still a ton of muscle, a ton of shape in that particular market hog. Now you talk about one that's real complete, awesome build, awesome design, and just kind of a good movement, and the young man does an awesome job showing it, and that'll be the young man right here in front of me. That one's also going to get a purple ribbon today. You talk about build, design, structure, the quality look, and that's him. You want to understand what a good looking one is from the side. Right there he is. Big feet, big legs, awesome middle, awesome fronted, nice and level in that top line, and still plenty square out of his hip, out of his hamstring junction. Has a ton of muscle and shape. Is he as cracked open, maybe quite as cracked open skeletally as the last one we discussed? No, but is that one still a high quality market hog? Absolutely, all day long. Again, staying on that same trend of build and design with a quality look, we're going to give the young man's white bear down there at the end a blue ribbon as well. That one may not be the stoutest one we're going to see all day, but you talk about angularity, you talk about movement and athleticism, still with a quality look and a well-balanced look. That's that young man. He does an awesome job getting that one put together as well. We're also going to continue on with the blue ribbons here with the young lady with the broken belted barra. That one's one that's maybe a little plainer in his makeup. It's just nice, easy feeding, quality type of project. This should go to the rail and hang a ton of quality carpets. After that, we're going to continue on. We're going to give a red here to the solid black one here on the rail. That one's one, again, nice quality feeding type of look with the extra added little bit of look. Plenty of substance. Just need to make that one a little stouter everywhere to get them in the fire. And then last but not least, we're going to continue with our last two here. We're going to give each of them a white ribbon. That's not taking anything away. They're just nice basic projects for the young people. Maybe we need to change as far as structure, as far as build and look, give them a little bit extra added substance to get them higher in the class. There's still a nice basic type of projects for those young people. Let's congratulate all these exhibitors one more time.
Entering the ring is Class 6. Weight is 270. Exhibitors, as I call your name, please raise your show stick. Allie Harper, Isaac Lewis, Landon Long, Lillian Nance, Colton Weaver, and Lily Ray. Judge, this is your class. handing out our ribbons tonight are 2022 Miss 4-H Queens. Can we give them a hand? They're doing great.
Okay. They said they couldn't hear me very well with the other one.
Let's go ahead and put our hands together once again for this fine class of Hog Exhibitors. All doing a great job. We're getting up now into some of the heavier weights and kind of where John and I are liking them the past couple of classes. Here's a nice quality project in terms of when you're starting to put it all together as far as carcass quality, a nice finished product in terms of a high quality look and substance, and all those things start to tie together. We're going to go ahead and give out 2 purple ribbons in this class. We'll start with the young lady over there in the yellow. We're going to go ahead and give her a purple ribbon. That Gilt, she does an awesome job driving it. That Gilt listens to her tremendously. She gives us a lot of looks. Nice and level in her top line. A ton of substance and dimension, behind her. Sure, maybe that one's one we just want to give her a little more extension from her blades forward, just to kick her up a notch. But I think there's a ton of quality. I mean, you just look at the squareness of build. You look at the substance of ham and the amount of foot and bone in that one. A lot of high quality things. Then the second one, it took John and I just a minute to find, is she's not going to cooperate with the young man today. But the young man down there in the green checkered shirt, he's also going to get a purple ribbon and get to bring his Gilt back out here for consideration. That's another one. That's, you talk about density or a dense body cavity or build. That one certainly dense. I mean, she's got a ton of muscle throughout the entirety of her skeleton and puts it in a high quality look. She's really extended and from her blades forward. She's nice and neat and clean in her jowl. She's sound to get her out on the move. I just wish, hopefully when we get her back out here, she cooperates with the young man a little better and we get a little better look at her. From there, we're going to go ahead into a blue ribbon. The young lady here with the wider belted gilt straight in front of me here with the blue and white shirt on. We're going to give her a blue ribbon as well. That one's one that's just a nice basic call, nice basic project, square in the build and the skeleton design. Just maybe one you need to add some more substance, some more mass, and some extra bells and whistles to get her over those other two we just talked about. After that, we'll dive into a couple of our reds. Young man here in the red shirt, he's going to go ahead and get a red ribbon there. That one, again, nice and lean. You talk about a raw market hog. I think that's certainly her. She's got a good look about her. We just need to level her up in her top line, fix her in her hammer and junction to get her, and soften her up in the center part of her body to get her any higher. Last but not least, we're going to round out the bottom of the class with these last two. Each of them will be receiving a white ribbon today. That's not taking anything away from them. Either one of them will occur very similar in their type and their kind. Need to be softer in their body cavity. Need to be bolder in their foot and their bone work. We need to give them a little more substance, a little more mass to get them any higher here. But certainly a nice type of quality project for the young people, and they're doing an awesome job with it. One more time, let's congratulate those exhibitors.
Welcoming into the ring, Class 7, with the weight class of 275. Exhibitors, as I call your name, please raise your show stick. Eli Cade, Parker Henderson, Kylie Nance, Griffin Olinger, Miranda Smith, Madison Trippett, and Addison Utterback. Judges, this is your class.
Carly, do you know where Mom's at? Did you see her anywhere?
She's up there. She's sitting all by herself. There's no one next to her. She's near the top.
Oh, I see her.
See her?
Yeah, she must smell. Nobody wants to be around her. Did you see, have you seen Leo yet?
I didn't see how close I saw her over there. I saw his little head was like moving around.
I don't want to see him because he'll want me. I know, he'll want me and then he'll start crying.
Just a reminder, there is going to be a 4-H camp guitar benefit and membership drive on August 20th at the Point Pleasant Riverfront in memory of Cece McConaughey and Kevin Jolly. It's a $5 entry fee, and there's going to be food and live music.
Well, we took a little less time in this class because they kind of found us rather quickly. They just really logically fell into place. And ironically enough, where we're going to go ahead and start, we'll start with the young lady there in the purple shirt. She's going to get a purple ribbon. That's a gilt that just just got a ton of substance and presence about her. That's when you kind of start seeing those two things hit the road is in packages like that. She's really extended from her blades forward. I love her head and her neck set. I love the amount of raw shape and terminal market shape she has over the outer edges of her loin. I love her pop and her flare to her ham. Sure, do I maybe wish she was just a little smoother off those rear two and maybe track a little square? Absolutely. But I think that one puts a ton of really great things together. From there, we're going to go into a couple of blue ribbons. We'll use the young lady down here in the burnt orange shirt. That one is one that we just need to stouten up throughout the entirety of the skeleton and you do her from behind. But when you do that, go from the side, she puts a lot of nice pieces together. She balances up well. She's sound to get her out on the move. She has a nice center dense body, and she's really up-headed and extended. I like all those things about her quite well. Another blue ribbon, we'll go to the young man here in the blue polo. That particular bear is one that's, again, viewing that one from the side. That one's got a nice build and design. Sure, we can make him a little bolder in his foot and his bone work. Maybe give him stopping that one up when you're viewing from behind. In terms of some of our other class participants out here. But I think that one's still got a nice quality look and demeanor about him. From there, we're going to move into a red ribbon. The young lady's spotted hog here is one that, again, a nice build, nice design, maybe starting to get a little longer spine than what I'd consider ideal. And from there, I think that's part of what makes that particular one look a little flatter muscle like that one needs a little more substance to him. But I think if we shorten him up, compact her up, that one would be a contender for sure. And from there, we're going to go into some white ribbons. A couple of these, we'll talk about these as a group because they are kind of similar. They're just starting to get a little plainer in their design, in their makeup, a little flatter in their muscle shape. Now, it doesn't quite have that groove going down their back. Starting to get a little heavier in terms of finish than what we'd like to see them, and that attributes into that plainer type look. But still, all high quality feeding type of market hog that should go on. Hang a nice quality product on the rail. Congratulate all those exhibitors one more time.
Welcoming into the ring, Class 8. This is the 280 weight class. Exhibitors, when I call your name, please raise your show stick. Jenna Bowles, Blake Flowers, Trevor Hunt, Carter Stamper, Benjamin Withrow, and Levi Wright. Judges, this is your class.
the market all exhibitors, all doing a really nice job. Well, they say the mullet's back, and today it certainly is. Young man here rocking quite an awesome do. I'm a really big fan. A little jealous because I can't grow one myself, but outside of all that, he's going to go ahead and be our purple ribbon winner today. That one came in, hit us both pretty hard, and it was just a solid place to start in this particular class. Young man does a great job showing it. As far as the gilt herself, she's nice and square in her design, and when you view her from behind, from the top all the way to the ground, she's soft and center body position. She's extended from her blades forward. She's sound enough for us to get out on the go. Should we maybe make her a little fuller there in her handling junction? Sure, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit if you said that. But that one still, in terms of look and quality and structure with some substance, I think that's a solid place to go ahead and start. After that, we'll dive into a blue ribbon here. Young man here in front of me driving away. That one again, nice type of build and design. Made plenty enough tall fronted and all that. Maybe that's when we need to clean up her jowl. We need to give her a little more extra added expression down the top line and put her hip and her hand. And she's sound. She does all the basic fundamentals quite well. We just need to tweak some things to make her slightly more competitive. After that, we'll go to a red ribbon. Young man over there in the gray polo. That particular gilt's one, it's a year from behind, and that one's square in terms of the way she reads from the top and her sculpted width and the way she reads to the ground, and all four corners and both ends. She drives at you with a tremendous amount of shape and width there between her blades. Just need to clean her up in some areas there, and clean her up in her underline, clean her up in her jowl to elevate her here in this class. We'll talk about a couple more white ribbons here. All the rest of those, again, they're fairly similar. The rest of these three here, white ribbons, they're fairly similar. They're in the type and time. The young man's here in front of us. That one, I don't know, maybe she tweaked something earlier in the day or what. She's kind of got a little hitch in her get up, if you will. She's got a little limp in her step. But I think that one's still high quality as well. The other two are just ones we need to give some more added substance and bone muscling to get them any higher, but still ones that offer a nice quality carcass when you're going to the rail. Let's congratulate all those exhibitors one more time.
Entering the ring, we have Class 9. This is a 285 weight class. Exhibitors, when I call your name, please raise your show stick. Lily Bowles, Riley Conrad, Connor Koenig, Brianna Pearson, Maisie Russell, and Mackenzie Trippett. Judge, this is your class.
Next time go, judges, this is your class. Next time say, judges, this is your class. Just make a little joke of it, because there's two judges. No, I think you just said, judge, this is your class. I was just going to say, like, make a joke out of it, like, judges, this is your class. I do not. In my mouth. I'll share.
I'd like to once again recognize our banner sponsors. Our Grand Champion Hog Banner is sponsored by Steve Family Farm, and Reserve Champion Hog Banner is by Remedy Medical Aesthetics and Wellness.
here in our 285-pound class of market hogs, I think we find some rise to the top fairly quickly. There's almost a division line for us there in about the center of the class. I think it's fairly tough towards the top, and it's fairly tough towards the bottom. It's just there's a division, and it's kind of wherever you want to lay your priorities. I think you can make a case for a lot of different one of them to go ahead and start this class. The one that John and I both like together is the young man's gilt over there in the corner, the real narrow velvet gilt. That one for us is one in terms of dimension, in terms of mass. I think that was a good place to start. She wraps it in a higher quality look than most. She reaches out and flexes in all of her joints and all of her angles. She's nice and clean here in the front 1/3. Gives her a nice quality look. Sure, could we make that a little square out of her hip one junction out there at the back side of the hip and down in your ham? Absolutely. I'd like to make a little leather there. Maybe make it a little squarer tracking, but I think that one still does a lot of things really, really nice. From there, we're going to go into some blue ribbons. That pair of Berkshire appearing market hogs. The young lady here, 165 out here. We're going to go ahead and use her as a blue ribbon as well. That again, high quality type of package in terms of build and design and look. Just need to give them a little more substance to get that one any higher. A lot of things could be said here for the 074 young lady here in the yellow shirt. That particular barrow is another one that's high quality and just like its counterpart there. High quality, nice build, nice design. Just need to give that one a little more overall substance and mass to get it any higher. From there we go into a red ribbon. Young lady here in front of me in the blue polo. She does an excellent job showing, and we certainly want to reward her for that. Outside of that, because she does such a nice job showing, she gives that market hog a look of quality as it gets its head up and how extended it looks. Sure, could we make that one softer in the middle part of his body? Could we tweak some things here and there? Absolutely, but I think she really sets that one off and makes that one look at quality. Rounding out the bottom of her class here, again, a couple of white ribbon hogs. That's not taking anything away from the exhibitors. They're doing a great job, awesome job out here. Just ones that are a little flatter and they're tight and kind, equal apart and expressed to get them any higher here in this particular class. Let's congratulate all those exhibitors one more time.
Entering the ring, we have Class 10. This is our final class. This is the 290 to 300 weight class. Exhibitors, as I call your name, please raise your show stick. Cheyenne Cumbridge, Gage Smith, Lakin Bush, Claire Olinger, Macy Simpkins, Caleb Stamper, Riley Davis, and Brianna Miller. Brianna Miller, Judge, this is your class.
Do that.
last class of the day. Let's give our exhibitors a round of applause and congratulate them on a job well done. It certainly takes a lot to get to this point, and we'll talk about that a little more later. But be sure to congratulate all these young people on a job well done. I think it's been a tremendous show. We've got a lot of stuff left to do, but we'll go ahead and dive in and talk about this Class 10, 295 to 300, I believe, the heavyweight hogs here. We're going to go ahead and start off. When John and I walked in the ring, there's one that, well, to be frank, both the hog and the showman hit us like a Mack truck, and that'll be the young lady here in the red. She does a tremendous job getting that gut growth. When you talk about quality, neither one of us expected to find one at this particular weight that can still get out and motor like she does and still contains that nice quality look. But the hog, with the gilt and young lady, they work really well together. They're both of high quality stock. You can certainly tell that without much looking. From there, we're going to dive into a couple of blue ribbons. Young lady down here in the corner with the spotted hip barra. That's another one that offers a ton of quality look look and presence. We just want to give that one some added mass and substance to get that one any higher. She maybe wants to roll and bow out or hop, step off that outside toe. But outside of that, in terms of body and dimension, I think she does a lot of good things there. Outside of that, we move to the young lady's gilt here. That's one that's really pulled apart and cracked open. Maybe starting to get a little tentative there on the hind tooth. I would have loved to have seen that one a handful of days ago with a little less weight on it. I think as that one's continuing to grow, she's getting past the point of 12 o'clock in terms of finish and starting to bring out some issues, but I still think there's a lot of quality left in that particular market hog. And from there, we're going to go ahead and move into a red ribbon. Young man over there on the rail in the checkered shirt. That prayer is another one that's nice and it's tight and it's quality. Again, one just needs some added substance, some added extension up through that front 1/3, and some more pop and flair to his ham to be able to outclass and get around some of those ones that have a few more bells and whistles. From there, we're going to go ahead and do an additional red ribbon. Young lady here in front of me, that's one as well that's got a lot of substance. Mass just maybe needs to put it in a little higher quality package to get her in the higher here today. Outside of that, those remaining three will be white ribbon hogs. Again, all ones that just nice, decent quality feeding type of market hogs. Just need some added substance, some added dimension down that loin and into that ham to get them any higher. Maybe shorten them up and make them a little more compact in order to give them that extra substance, that extra look to move them on up any higher into the class. Let's congratulate all those exhibitors one more time and get ready for our grand drive.
Class. Let's just give another big hand to our Judge Dylan for coming out today and judging for us.
Jada Patrick, and I am the 2022 Mason County Miss 4-H.
Hi, I'm Ava Roach, your 2022 Mason County Junior Miss 4-H. Hi, I'm Erin Supple. I am this year's Young Miss 4-H.
Let's give them a huge round of applause. They were really great giving our ribbons out today. in the ring, we have our white ribbon exhibitors. Exhibitors, please raise your show stick whenever I call your name. Jada Aiden Wilson, Levi McKenzie, Brooklyn Smith, Levi Blaine, Connor Blessing, Kennedy Fisher, Trey Gilkey, Ezekiel Martindale, Austin Gray, Bailey Smith, Isaac Lewis, Lillian Nance, Eli Cade, Kaylee Nance, Griffin Olinger, Jenna Bowles, Blake Flowers, Benjamin Withrow, Maisie Russell, Mackenzie Trippett, Cheyenne Cumbridge, Gage Smith, Brianna Miller. Judge, this is your class. Edmonds. Lanita Edmonds, can you hear us? Can we get a big hand for our white ribbon exhibitors?
Red ribbon and zipper should be in the barn. Red ribbon should be in the barn.
We need all red ribbon exhibitors to go to the barn right as of right now. Red ribbon exhibitors, please go to the hog barn. Exhibitors, please raise your Weaver, Madison Trippett, Trevor Hunt, Lillian Bowles, Claire Olinger. Judges, this is your class.
Ask if we got an extra kid out here somewhere. Is there somebody's name I did not call? Because there's too many pigs out here.
Is there an exhibitor's name I did not call?
Jeremiah Hardy. Jeremiah Hardy. Jeremiah Hardy. What did he get? always placing them and selling them.
Okay.
So we always start with our white and work our way up.
As we're waiting for our blue ribbon exhibitors to come in, I'd just like to inform everyone what we're doing here tonight. So our judge right now is placing by ribbon, and we're going in sale order. He's placing them by sale order right now. We go from white, red, blue, and then our purple ribbon, and purple ribbon will always sell first. Bryson Gillespie, Henley Taylor, Dylan Kiefer, Kylie Smith, Lily Ray, Parker Henderson, Miranda Smith, Levi Wright, Riley Conrad, Brianna Pearson, Lakin Bush,
I'm coming behind you. Okay.
Riley Davis. Judges, this is your class.
Hey, Carly. They want you to read about the judges again.
Okay.
Just say, let me, for those who's coming in, I'll let you know more about it.
For those of you who've just come in, just reminding you of our judges. Our judges tonight are Dylan. He's from Elizabeth, West Virginia, where he and his father Dale run a 100-head commercial cow-calf operation. Dylan also owns and operates Fraser's Cattle. Despite the name, Dylan focuses on more than cattle. He was placed a multitude of species into the hands of competitive showmen that have went on to hang banners. Dylan was also a member of the WVU livestock judging team, where he accrued many accolades. Joining Dylan tonight as an associate judge is Mr. John Workman. John is an agricultural instructor of Roane County High School. He and his wife Megan, along with their children, own and operate a progressive show pig operation known as 4 Acre Farm. 4 Acre Farm is dedicated to delivering quality, competitive show pigs throughout the region. Let's give a hand to our judges tonight.
Take it right up the rim, right up the side. It'll be easy.
You going out?
Yep.
Hey, how have you been? Ain't what to walk. I had the best luck. He's my backup too.
persevere. And this year, my kids that he helped, my two daughters and my son, are sponsoring an award, and my daughter's going to read what we're going to call it, and this will be given every year. Oh, it'll be given to the 11th place hall, because my son, for 4 years in a row, got 11th place. And every year, his uncle would say, we'll do better next year. You'll get it one of these times. The 5th year, he got grand champion. So he is giving an award to the 11th place hall to tell them to keep up and keep going and strive to what you want to have in your halls and even in life. So here's what the award's about.
The Dale Newberry Keep At It Award. The Mason County Fair lost a dear friend in Dale Newberry in late May this year. Dale spent his entire life involved in these fairs, and he held a great affection for exhibitors, especially his children, nieces, and nephew, all who have taught the skills that make a proper showman. Not least of these was determination. We may not win grand champion this year. We may not make the top 10 this year. We may not even get a blue ribbon this year. But our rank is not what is important. What matters is that year after year, we continue to come back to show to the best of our ability, and we take our victories as well as our defeats. In short, we keep at it. Therefore, Dale's family has decided to establish this award of $250 to be awarded each year to the showman that achieves 11th place overall in honor of his legacy and to serve as an encouragement to those competitors that as long as they continue to persevere, their efforts will ultimately be rewarded. Whenever the 11th place showman gets placed in 11th place, could you stay after the show so we can present your award? Thank you. Thank our sponsors for our banners once more. Our Grand Champion Hog Banner is sponsored by Esteemed Family Farm. Reserve Champion Hog Banner is Remedy Medical Aesthetics and Wellness. We have a gray Jeep parked and blocking some people in. If you own a gray Jeep, could you please go and get your vehicle? In the livestock parking area. Exhibitors, when I call your name, please raise your show stick. Allison Cade, Aubrey Payne, Ryan Long, Lexi Ray, Benjamin Redmond, Gracie Wallace, Josiah Zelmer, Allie Harper, Landon Long, Addison Utterback, Carter Stamper, Connor Koenig, and Macy Simpkins. Judges, this is your class.
Send somebody out. Top 10's in there. they go out. Go ahead and do number 10. Do number 9, number 8 as they go. Oh, well, I thought you guys had stuff.
Well, I want you to go ahead and put your hands together for not only the exhibitors left in the ring, but the ones back to the bar. That's been an awesome hard show. I tell you, when I was on the WU livestock judging team, my coach was always big on, always sort your non-species better. And like you heard in my bio, I'm a cattle kid through and through. It's where I grew up. It's one of my passions. But my next passion was certainly market hogs. I exhibited quite a few myself. Showed some great success. That was always my high card in the judging contest when we went to National Western in Denver, when we went to the Nail in Louisville. I always really enjoyed getting to sort not only hogs in general, but market hogs. And I think that you all have a tremendous set of not only market hogs here, but of young people as well. So go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause for that, because our young people have been awesome as well. I feel I'm going to go ahead and talk here for a few minutes, for a minute or two here. It won't be too long. I'll try to keep it brief. So if you guys want to kind of how to shut those pigs down for just a minute, let them chill, and we'll fire them back up here as we arrange our top 5. I think that there's no better vessel to raise youth in than the livestock industry. I think it's an awesome deal. It teaches kids responsibility. It teaches them work ethic. It teaches them public speaking skills. A lot of skills to go on and be successful later in life, and that's one of the reasons that I love it. I work with a lot of young people through my cattle business. And we work hand in hand and get to develop close relationships, and I think that the livestock industry is certainly a really great tool to make that happen. Something to say to the exhibitors, don't take the time in this ring for granted. If you're talking to somebody, I'm 26 years old. Yes, I've been out for 5 years now, but I still miss it. There's a lot of summers that I wish I was working on that steer in the cool room, or about dark taking that pig out and driving for a few minutes in the grass. I still miss it. There's still times. So I would just urge the exhibitors not to take this time for granted, and furthermore, to make sure you thank the people who got you here, because I promise you there wasn't every morning you wanted to get out of bed and come drive that hog, go feed, and go mix feed, and go away and do all those things. So certainly make sure that you thank Grandma, Grandpa, neighbor, cousin, whoever got you here, because you didn't do it alone. Last but not least, I think we owe not only the people sitting behind the desk who organized, but our pig work guys out here tonight were awesome. One of the easiest going pig shows I've ever been to. So give all those people a round of applause, because they're phenomenal. I've certainly had a blast out here, and last but not least, I want to thank Mr. John Workman. John was my ag teacher in high school, and he taught me a lot, and now I think I'm helping teach him just a little bit too. It's kind of funny how sometimes the tables flip, but I've really enjoyed it. I thank John tremendously. It's been a ton of fun getting to come out here and do something like this with him. He was not only my ag teacher, he was probably one of my best friends in high school, some teacher's pet, whatever. But I had a lot of fun, and this was a tremendous opportunity to get to do this with him. So thank you all. Thank your fair board. And thank Mr. Derek Jackson with my contact. Thank all those people. So yeah, if you have any complaints with the way I sorted them tonight, please see Derek. That being said, we'll go ahead and fire these things back up. John and I are going to take one more look, and then we're going to flip rolls. We're going to place them grand all the way down through fifth. Give yourselves a round of applause one more time, and let's go to these things.
and raised in Macy's Kempton